Hello everyone and welcome back to sturtwins. Today is another GTA video. It's not going to be a positive video, I'm sorry to say, but I'm just going to vent my frustrations on my experience of the new game so far. I'm going to be mainly talking about the online and just basically general things. Online, from what I can tell, I managed to get on, as you can see here. I managed to play for maybe an hour or so. Go to my first mission and you'll see what happens. Quite simply, I tried to load up the game and absolutely nothing happens. It just fails on me. The cloud servers or whatever it is that they run their systems on just failed. I was in the loading screen for absolutely ages. I had to dashboard and then come back, and it takes 4.5 million years just to explain what the missions are and how to play them, blah 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 blah, which is fine for people that are complete novices at the game. But unfortunately, everyone knows how to play these games. Everyone knows. If it's a new game type, just explain the new game type and that's the end of it. Job done. So I've been reading and I've been doing other bits of research and stuff like that. According to my sources, Rockstar are not actually buying and installing new servers around the clock to get the problem fixed. They're just not, because servers unfortunately cost a ridiculous amount of money to buy, install and run. Now the budget for the game is only 270 million. So, but if you look at the end credits of the game, you see the amount of people that are listed as the people, developers, you know, the people who create the game and done whatever else. One of them surely at some point must have turned around and said, hang on a minute, the servers that we got aren't going to be adequate for the amount of people that are going to be playing, which is fair. You know, one of those people, one of those hundreds of people surely must have thought this game is going to be quite popular. We should make preparations to make sure that this game is going to be ready for all of the people that are going to be wanting to play online. Don't release a game if it's not ready. Like I've said before, the technology that we have now should surely be adequate and capable to cope with the demand of people playing online. It just doesn't make sense. That's just rumours. There's no actual facts, but from what I'm hearing, from what I'm seeing, they aren't actually buying any more servers. They're just saying that to keep the fans happy. And there's other problems as well, like when you get online and you I got up to a level like 7 or something like that, and then I turned my Xbox off and come back on a couple of hours later to find that all of my stuff that I had done, none of it saved. Nothing saved. I had to recreate a character, go through the fucking stupid opening scene and do the tutorial again, even though I couldn't do the tutorial. The race just didn't work. I listened to Lamar talk a couple more times. I turned my Xbox off, turned it back on, and nothing happened. It was just the same old story. You know, the servers that they got clearly don't work, and if they aren't buying any more servers, this game is a complete and utter flop. £270 million flop, even though in the first 3 days they made £1 billion. I don't believe that they are generally. It's nearly 5 days now since online's been, and I've been able to play it once. And I'm not the only person. Millions of people around the world are having the exact same problems. As you can see here, I'm just looking at all of my friends and see who's actually been able to play online, and all of them say the same thing. I get online and it kicks me out because the servers can't cope with the demand, which is poor. There's poor management on Rockstar's behalf. They really should have thought about this before releasing it. It's just such a stupid, naive thing that they did. It's just ridiculous. So I have to dashboard here at this point, and I do manage to get straight back on online, and I was really surprised. And at this point I thought, do you know what, it's fixed. I thought they've actually cracked it and they've made sure that it's working. But online basically is single player with your friends that can join you. It's just stupid. I don't understand it. What happened to the good old days where you can go online and just go, do you know what, I feel like playing team deathmatch today, and just click option team deathmatch, away you go. You can't do that anymore. You have to vote for game types and maps. It's just, each map has a different game type, and I just think, what's the point? That's just ridiculous. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you do that? Bring back the old days. Technology, in my opinion, isn't moving forward. It's moving backwards. I honestly can't remember the last time a new game was released that we all expected it to be something. You know, like when a game is advertised and marketed, it looks really special, but then when you play it, it actually feels like a good game. The last game I can recall that made me feel like that was BioShock Infinite, and when you played it, you actually felt like you was taking part in something that was epic, was good. All of these last few games that have come out, like Gears of War Judgment, for example, Grand Theft Auto, this new one, they're just flops, man. They're not what they tell us they are. They're just not. I feel like we're being betrayed by the companies. They don't care about us. They've lost touch with the community. They really have, and it feels like they just don't care. They're just in it for the money. Do you know what I mean? The game is not what they told us it was going to be. The online is, in my opinion, quite poor. It's not fun, and all it is, with other people in the game, you're cracking on trying to do a couple of missions to increase your stats, and people just come along and kill you and ruin it. So what's the point? What's the point of doing that? And when there are times when you're going to feel like you just want to play on your own, because I do it. I just want to play on my own without my friends. I just want to be on my own for a little bit and play. And what happens is, you go into an online game, for example, a race or something like that, and you think, I want to play team deathmatch. But if there's a clan in there or a crew, they monopolise the game types, so they're always going to win. Yes, you should be playing with your friends, but why should you have to play with your friends? Why are we being told that you have to play with your friends? Why can't you just play on your own like the old Grand Theft Auto? I feel like playing team deathmatch. Fuck it, I'm going to go in and play on my own, or the solo one, whatever it is, deathmatch. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me why they would release it like this. Why would they do it the way that it is? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I've stopped playing now because I just can't get back online. I'm so frustrated at the game. It's just a complete and utter waste. I feel like I deserve to get my money back, or I deserve them to give me something. I deserve something. We all do, because they've let us down completely. The game is not what we expected, and all of the missions that you get from the people in online are all the characters in the main story that get killed off or just lose touch early on. Like all the people that you don't really care about, all the people that you don't like, all the characters that are crap. You don't see them anymore. You do see them. They're the ones that are giving you the missions, and it's just like, well, I don't want this. I don't want crap characters in the game. It just feels like they've been lazy. Well, we've cut them out early in the main story, so just chuck it in online, and everyone's gonna have to like it or lump it. I don't know. It's just boring. The no saving thing is inexcusable. All that work you do, all the money that you've earned, all this, that, and the other, just disappears when you turn your Xbox off. So I don't know what they're doing to fix it, but it clearly isn't working. I just don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment in the section below. Share this video. See what other people think. Is anyone else having the same frustrating problems as me? Does anyone else feel like they've been let down by Rockstar because the game is not what they said it was going to be? And like, whoever created this new game type, last team standing, oh my god, they should be shot. You get one life, so if one of your team members does well, you have to sit there and watch them for the last 4 minutes of the game, and you can't quit during the game, from what I can tell. I just think it's ridiculous. And then it's not as comedy. The comedy value in the game is not as good as what I thought it was going to be. All the other GTAs was just about doing mad shit, stuff that you would never be able to do in real life. Stupid stuff. Do you know what I mean? Going off and just fucking blowing up buildings or whatever. You can blow up cars and stuff, but it's just not as fun as it was before. They've changed it too much, I feel, and it doesn't make a great deal of sense. I don't get the idea of having... Single player, okay, for example, story mode. I've worked really hard to get all of my stats up really high on that anyway. Why should I have to then do it all over again online? Why can't I just transfer my stats from my main story onto my online? Surely that would be a better idea, and instead you have to start from scratch. And the way that you customise your character, you do it by your grandparents and your parents. What the hell is that all about? I don't want my character to look like this, but I had no choice. It done it for me. I couldn't just... All I could do is change his clothes, that's it. I didn't want him to have a beard, I didn't want him to look like that. It just come up like that, and I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a say in the matter. But I just think the way that the game's been run and the way that the game's been advertised and everything about the game so far has been a complete letdown. I don't believe that this game is going to be... It's going to have a short lifespan, this game, I feel, because they've just messed around with the online too much. Online used to be all about team deathmatch and different types of games, whereas team-based games, you're fighting against people. Instead, you're doing missions against each other, where you just got a van in the middle, steal the van, and whoever the team is that's stealing the van, the team that's protecting, the team that steals the van almost always wins. You're gonna got to get a couple of kills, or you might even get one kill, and then that's it, finished. I was in a couple of missions yesterday, and I killed one person, and then the mission was over. was like, what's the point? I waited all this time for the game to load, and this is all it is. For example, this game type here, you'll see as well the lag as well. It's just ridiculous. We expect problems early on. We do. We expect problems early on, but not these type of problems. I'm sorry, but this is just unexcusable. They've been making this game for 5 years, and they still can't get it right. Like I said before, the technology is available. Yes, it is very expensive, but to make money, you have to spend money. And they've spent £270 million on a flop of a game completely. Like, your characters are too slow. I mean, watch here. I start shooting this guy. He's facing the wrong way, but I die. Watch this. So he's going to run around the corner about now. So aiming him, bang, 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 bang. Nothing. Auto aim's supposed to aim on them. It kept aiming me to the right of the person. I don't know what was going on. I started shooting him first. He hit me with 2 bullets and I'm dead. And then I have to spectate for however long. I just think it's ridiculous. Last Team Standing is an absolutely awful game type. I really hope they get rid of it, and I won't be opting for it whenever it comes up on the menu screen, that's for fucking sure. So after that, I think, right, I'll just give it another go. So we're going to wait for it to load again for another 4.5 years. You have to vote whether or not you like or dislike this game mode. Okay, so until everyone's voted, you can't move off of this screen. I've noticed that, and sometimes it can take ages because people don't realise what you got to do. I liked it because we won, even though I don't actually like the game type, so just ignore that. And then you'll see what happens next. So after everyone finally votes, so it will happen. Come on, guys, vote for fuck's sake. This is taking the piss. Use your brains. That's all I'm asking. So it's going to go off of this screen, and then it's going to come up with a selection of game modes and maps. And I'm thinking to myself, why would I want that? I just want to play Team Deathmatch. There we go. And everyone votes for races, and I'm just like, come on, Team Deathmatch was all about. That's what GTA was all about. Anyway, ran over. Sorry about that, guys. But let me know what you think in the comment section below, and we'll go from there. See you later, guys. Take care and goodbye.